네, 반갑습니다. 다시 돌아왔고요. 빠르게 달려보도록 하죠. 다시 왔고, 빨리 달려. 빠르게 달리, 빠르게 달리기, 빠르게 달리기, 빠르게 달리기, 빠르게 달리기. 10장, 익숙한 쓴맛. 목마른데? 큰일 났어.
We're all quite used to the language disorder by now, so that isn't much of a problem. And there isn't much need for him to communicate with anyone. But what does concern me is that moving tower. A brand new variable. What was it again? There was an expression I heard when I was trying to research Kipperinas and Namedays arcane skills. Oh, that's the one! People can only borrow language. They cannot reach the reality behind it.
We need to start considering the possibility of evacuating Adler early.
I doubt he'll agree.
Then prepare to evacuate him by force, if necessary. From what we've seen so far, the situation is far worse than predicted. Not only has the language disorder encompassed the whole toy box, but it's starting to leak out of it too.
언어 교환이 상자 전체를 잠식한 것도 모자라 상자 밖으로까지 새어나오기 시작했어. 멜로디.
Oh, you're right! You have been standing closest to the box.
잠깐만. Wait a minute. 자동차 손톱보다 멜리진 지시를 내렸다. 그의 작업 부에는 은색 문양이 천천히 사라졌다. 잠시 생각해보라. 히사베스 분명히 멜리진인가?
All right, I'll tell him. Saves the two of you from bickering again. Adler, can you hear me?
I hope you have some good news.
Sorry for what I'm about to say, but I'll keep it straight. The toy box's instability is higher than predicted. We advise you to return early. If you can't retrieve the core soon, we'll have to use our backup plan. Blowing up the box.
And Bottle Brain agrees with this?
I didn't want this either, but right now, there's no better solution.
Ulrich, what are you saying? Ulrich, what are you saying?
The disorder is spreading to Laplace again. Your time in the box is limited. And according to the LSCC safety management regulations, ensuring your safety is the higher priority.
I understand. Give me 2 hours. If I don't make any progress, I'll return. Then, we can blow it up together.
2 hours, Adler. We'll do whatever we can to help. Researchers X, Medicine Pocket, and Hissabith are currently dealing with the spread of the disorder. I also need to step away for a moment to deal with it. Researcher Pointer is monitoring the toy box's situation. If you run into any danger, be sure to request assistance immediately.
I will.
I am not redoing the material reimbursement.
Then you can choose not to submit it. But I must remind you that the reimbursement deadline is this Friday.
The plasma extract has extremely potent side effects.
The Plus ought to tear down the building and install turf.
Are you done? You're wasting Laplace resources. Liberation for all the critters in the canteen!
What on?
진짜 개판이네.
After I leave, I need to supervise X's experiments on critters more closely. I don't want to deal with this kind of thing on the outside too.
I'm taking a peek inside.
My sight shall unveil the hidden. Target lockdown.
Though it may come with pain.
I have seen to the heart of you. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A worthy victory. But the fight is far from over.
We're back. This time the disorder symptoms are visual, nothing too serious. It's a shame you can't see us right now, gathered around the toy box with symbols floating around our heads. What's the situation?
Nothing much to report. So, a piece just did something I'm sure we've all wanted to.
He applied for a massive amount of funds?
No. He killed the administrator who asked him to resubmit his invoice. Then led a dozen critters in an attempted uprising.
Very extreme. Intéressant.
Now, there's no one here who wants to do anything like that to our colleagues.
To each their own. I'd like to confirm something. You just returned this moment, yes? Was anybody thinking about invoices, the canteen, or anything related to Picasma candy just now?
Hey, why all the questions? Mr. Enigma, this isn't exactly the time for a workplace interview.
Come on, stop the chatter and tell me, quickly!
Oh, you mean you think our observations out here are having an impact in there? Right. The approval you owe me, it's still in the back of my mind. You already got it, right? The bottle of Picasma?
That's the one. Now, I need you to give me some time. Stay away from the box. Do not observe my movements.
I see. We'll avoid any eye contact with the toy box.
Remember, we have forced evacuation measures in place, Adler.
As expected.
Hey, pal. Coming through. Sorry. Need to reorganize all these receipts ASAP. You heard him, didn't you? The deadline's Friday. Don't your projects need reimbursements too?
Thanks for the reminder. But my team is still waiting for funding approval.
Ah, must be tough. Hang in there.
Ulrich, I assume you've also come to the same conclusion.
The correlation between the degree of observation and the toy box's abnormalities.
Exactly. Put this down in your report. The reason I made you all leave wasn't because I harbored any ill will toward my colleagues. As we all know, every new observer adds a degree of freedom. The higher the degree of freedom, the harder it is to converge at a single point. Someone wants to see a dark room, so they turn on a flashlight. But if 10 people in different corners of the room simultaneously turn on their flashlights, between all the beams of light, Not one of them can see clearly. This we understood, but what we failed to account for was the light shining through the window, the people outside the room. Not only do those who enter the toy box increase interference, but so too do those who observe from the outside.
An astonishing conclusion, Adler. But it's a line of thought worth testing. Do you think 2 hours of basic cryptography training would be enough for one of our colleagues to enter the box and take your place?
No need to complicate things. We can cut off communications now.
What did you say?
Turn off the flashlight, and the room will return to its original appearance. Every flashlight, including my own.
Let me remind you again. You're not an arcanist. You can't detect the arcane fluctuations in the toy box on your own.
Yes, I can. Although the effects won't last for long. I still have faith in science, even in an era where rain falls in reverse. It's reliable by nature. Systematic, comprehensive, replicable. As for Arcanum, I may as well make the most of it while it's mine to use. Thankfully, its basic applications don't require deep understanding. I'll ensure my own safety.
Of course. You're an exceptional researcher, and our greatest cryptographer. You still have 30 minutes, plus the 2 additional hours we've approved. Best of luck. See you soon, Adler.
See you soon, Ulrich. What an absurd experience. Using my eyes to gauge the distance, what I saw was a far-off tower and the many difficulties to reach it. That, I realize now, wasn't yet the moment I stopped trying to logically deduce its location. Lo and behold, here it is. That, I realize now, was another result of my observation. If Arcanists truly live in a world of such unpredictability as this, it's little wonder many think they have mental problems. Alright, since everything's been reset, that thieving raven will likely reappear at the tower, with his shiny contraband in tow. The only problem is getting inside. There aren't enough footholds, and I'm not certain whether that structure up there is in fact a window. Open sesame. Arcanists can't just make up incantations, it seems. I thought as much. Surely, I don't have to delve into my imagination. Arcane skills. Arcane skills. How on earth do they figure out these things? I should have asked for a copy of a basic guide to using Arcanum before cutting off communications. Never mind. The principles ought to be about the same. Focus your mind and let the intensity of your thoughts bore a hole in the wall.
Not hoping to turn your thoughts into a sledgehammer, are you? I never expected the ever-logical Adler would have such a wild imagination.
Enough wasting time. Hand it over.
You didn't make all that effort making your way here simply to rob me, did you? Seems Laplace hasn't been so busy these days.
As you can see, your instincts have interfered with our work. If you enjoy collecting shiny things so much, I'll give you this communicator. Take it, or any other thing you want.
Empirische Urteile. Überhebliche Spekulationen. Ja, so denkst du. Und genau deshalb wirst du den Nutzern Arcana-Fähigkeiten niemals begreifen.
That's irrelevant. Has the simulation been upgraded? Or are you being affected by corrupted data? Huh. The others haven't shared much personal information on Ludwig. Are you German?
Ich verstehe ganz genau, was du willst. Du bist viele Male in diesen Turm gekommen, um ihn zu zerstören. Und diese Farce eines Experiments. Dann hat sich etwas verändert. Du wurdest neugierig, wolltest seine Geheimnisse enthüllen. Der natürliche Instinkt eines Forschers. Doch du wurdest viel zu hastig in deinem Streben und hast begonnen, Dinge zu erforschen, die du niemals zu begreifen hoffen kannst.
Enough chit-chat.
Du kannst das Arcanum nicht begreifen.
Stop!
Darum kannst du diese Tür nicht öffnen.
You're the one interfering with my experiment, Researcher Adler. I need the core to help me unveil the mysteries of language. In fact, not long ago, I made a rather decent discovery.
Was that hypnosis? A curse? Or a prophecy? All that nonsense, and yet nothing has come of it. Most likely needs time to activate. There's still half an hour left. Enough time to get you out of my way.
I need the core. It stays here.
Anyone queasy seeing blood?
Deine Einmischung ist der eigentliche Beweis dafür, dass die Erschaffung einer perfekten Sprache notwendig ist. Dieser Kern wird es mir ermöglichen, die schmutzigen Fehler der Sprache zu eliminieren und die Shannon-Entropie in ein vollkommenes Gleichgewicht zu bringen. Keine Abhängigkeit mehr von Kontext oder Erfahrung. Keine Mehrdeutigkeiten oder Missverständnisse mehr. Wenn die Entropie ihr Minimum erreicht, kann durch Sprache eine wahrhaft präzise und tiefgreifende Form der Selbstexpression erreicht werden. Und so wirst du schließlich vollständig begreifen, was ich beschrieben habe.
If you just surrender the core, there would be no reason to fight. Ich werde mir dein weiteres Geschwätz nicht mehr anhören.
Deine Einmischung ist der eigentliche Beweis dafür, dass die Erschaffung einer perfekten Sprache notwendig ist. Es besteht keinerlei Notwendigkeit, dass wir uns auf diese Weise gegenüberstehen. Dieser Kern wird es mir ermöglichen, die schmutzigen Fehler der Sprache zu eliminieren und die Shannon-Entropie in ein vollkommenes Gleichgewicht zu bringen. Keine Abhängigkeit mehr von Kontext oder Erfahrung.
세넌 엔트로피란 무엇일까요? 정보 엔트로피란 정보 이론에서 확률 변수의 불확실성을 정량하는 척도이다. 확률 변수의 불확실성을 정량화하는 방법, 즉 엔트로피를 정의하는 방법은 활용 방법과 그의 의의에 따라 다양하지만 가장 널리 사용되는 엔트로피는 세넌 엔트로피이다. 세넌 엔트로피는 한 메시지에 들어갈 수 있는 정보량의 비트수로 해석될 수 있다. 정보이론의 창시자인 수학자 클로드 세넌이 1948년 창안하였고 컴퓨터 과학, 암호학, 데이터 압축 등에 사용되는 개념이다. 정보에 대한 불확실성을 측정하는 척도라고 하네요.
Wenn die Entropie ihr Minimum erreicht, kann durch Sprache eine wahrhaft präzise und tiefgreifende Form der Selbstexpression erreicht werden. Und so wirst du schließlich vollständig begreifen, was ich beschrieben habe.
If you just surrender the core, there would be no reason to fight. Ich werde mir dein weiteres Geschwätz nicht mehr anhören.
Agreed. Taking a peek inside.
That was
Sensing taking a peek inside.
I can unveil the hidden.
very well. Rotten luck.
Face the truth.
This is well. A shot hit. The enemy's peace shall be stamped out.
Vampires.
My data? You've utterly destroyed it.
We both know the box will reset, and you'll go back to your chattering, Raven.
Ah, yes. The pieces exist in a world that may be reset. One might think their lives are full of opportunity and that everything is recoverable. But under special conditions, these pieces can also die.
What do you mean?
The core's contents have the ability to interfere with everything around it. It can tear your mind apart, even scramble your data into a jumbled mess. Opening its protective shell won't bring you the results you're looking for. Ludwig already paid the price for his curiosity. His experiment failed, and his mind was imprisoned here. It wasn't until a short while ago that he finally departed. I am merely a segment of leftover data, an attempt to warn other curious minds to stay well away from danger.
You mean to say your actions came from good intentions? Care to explain that incantation of yours? It still hasn't taken effect.
It was meant to change your mind, to prevent you from comprehending the arcane presence here. In stopping you from entering the tower, you would be protected from the madness and ruin that awaits. There's no need for you to go the way of the other pieces who came here, breaking down piece by piece, until you eventually vanish into nothing. But you needn't worry. It won't be long until my arcane skill ceases to function.
I've never had the opportunity to work with Ludwig. But based on...
Oh, not really. Just a raven cursed with knowledge, trying his best to protect those who come after.
I've never had the opportunity to work with Ludwig. But based on your simulation of him, I can guess he's a stubborn, conceited, curious, egotistical fellow. A typical Laplace employee.
You're unhappy.
No. I was only thinking that perhaps there should be someone who helps bear the risks and makes decisions on behalf of these geniuses. Working alongside colleagues with no understanding of lab safety protocols comes at too great a price. Having a branch director go missing for so long must have certainly affected productivity.
But you and I have never worked together.
We've been colleagues for the last 10 minutes.
You're not going to heed my warning, are you? You're still going to remove the core to satisfy your curiosity.
I am going to take it. Because I want Laplace to remain a place for people like you. Someone has to do something.
What a coincidence. Some of the previous pieces who came here said a similar thing. Their data was also destroyed. Unless new data is uploaded, they'll never appear in the box again. I'm not entirely sure what to call it. I hope you'll forgive me for presuming it as death. Which, I believe, is precisely what I'm experiencing now. Farewell, my colleague. I wish you all the best.
Farewell.
Open Sesame. Nothing. 와 존나 잘생겼네 미친놈.
Next time a colleague disappears without a trace, they'd better leave behind more clues first. Not even a crack. This isn't drawn on, is it? No visible locks. No signs of arcane skills either. Greta's been here. She found a way through. There must be a way.
Researcher Adler? Researcher Adler, how are you? We've all been quite concerned about your condition. The results of our investigation into the storm have arrived, and everyone's fighting to form research teams. This might be a bit presumptuous, but we'd like to invite you to join us.
That's right. You probably don't remember, but during a cryptography lecture at the University of Göttingen, you said every puzzle has a solution, and that if there is no answer, it's just because we haven't figured out the rules yet. This is just like that, a crossword puzzle that nobody's ever solved. You'll be entering new territory, the first to research the storm.
And we'll be the first to find a solution, to figure out the truth.
잠깐만. 세상 수많은 가지의 것들 중 오직 당신만이 그리워하는 것.
Next nut.
두드려라. 그게 유일한 길이다.
No visible
문을
locks.
두드려라.
No sign.
자신의 자격을 증명해 문을 두드려라.
Greta's been here.
어째 자신이 모든 것을 다른 존재의 손에 맡기려고 하는 거지.
Researcher Adler? Researcher Adler, how are you? We've all been quite concerned about your condition.
연구원은
The
밖에서 들리는
results of our
소리를
investigation
무시했다.
into the storm have arrived, and everyone's fighting to form research teams. This might be a bit presumptuous, but we'd like to invite you to join us.
That's right.
그들 역시 모든 것을 과학적으로 해석할 수 있다 믿어 슴지 않은 또 하나의
During a
집단이지.
cryptography lecture at the University of Göttingen, you said every puzzle has a solution, and that if there is no answer, it's just because we haven't figured out the rules yet.
스스로 성공할 수
Just
있다
like
믿어
that,
슴지 않은
a crossword
당자였다.
puzzle that nobody's ever solved. We'll be entering new territory. The first to research the storm.
And we'll be the first to find a solution, to figure out the truth.
A solution? A solution that can be overturned at any time by the appearance of an inexplicable presence?
알아볼 수 없는 잉크걸록으로 뒤덮인 낱말 퍼즐칸을 응시했다. 폭풍우는 그토록 밀서하고 무작위하게 모든 것을 덮어버렸다. Answer.
A solution?
A solution? Solution이라고 하구나.
Only a fanatic would find joy in all this. At least they finally have some evidence that gods are here.
이런 상황에서 기쁨을 느낄 자들은 광신도들 뿐이겠지. 적어도 그들은 신의 존재를 증명할 수 있는 근거만을 얻을 테니까.
I hear they've given you a nickname, Bruderherz. Enigma. You must admit your colleagues have quite the sense of humor. And taste, if you ask me. You may be helping with some decoding work in here, and somehow turned me into your personal news and paper delivery girl. But this house isn't a laboratory, nor your dorm, and it's certainly not an emergency shelter. There is no harm in returning to a normal life.
I'm listening.
No, you aren't.
All right, fine. I'll say what you want me to say. How's the situation outside, Greta? Everyone must be very busy. They've given up on sending smart robots to my door, and they haven't asked me to join their various research teams for quite some time. Has the storm research had any new breakthroughs? Is everyone in high spirits? Busy coming up with great ideas?
Another storm hit. It was sudden. I heard there were researchers gathering data outside. They didn't make it back in time. The situation as a foundation isn't much better.
Is that so? I see.
I've attended lectures at Laplace. Their researchers firmly believe they can discover the truth. It's utter conceit. But that's the way it should be. I'll take up that hole and do what you've been nagging me to do. I'll take care of those pesky committees. But just so you know, I'm not doing this for the higher-ups who look down on us, but for the people who look up to us from below. Because I want Laplace to remain a place for people like you. Someone has to do something. I should have done this a long time ago. No. No need to speculate on how the past could have gone. There's an excellent opportunity. Right here and now. Everything inside the toy box changes with observation. It faithfully recreates my every thought, perception, and idea. Turns out, there was no wall around the door after all. Back where I started. Not bad.
The core can read one's thoughts and make the toy box manifest whatever one desires most. I wanted to create a language without limits, a language everyone could understand and use. And so, it rebuilt the Tower of Babel for me. It is far too powerful. If you take it, you'll be engulfed by it. Something I don't want to happen. But it's clear you've made your decision. I'm powerless to stop you. I can only wish you the best of luck, and hope you stay true to your convictions. If I had the time, I'd like to have witnessed what it creates for you.
All right. Adventure's over. Good. It's created a new code under my observation. A familiar, basic code. And a hint. Das Zeitalter der Menschen ist zu Ende. Arcanum.
한 용기 있는 자가 그 경계를 뛰어넘고 몸을 돌려 지나온 곳을 바라본다. 그가 본 곳은 결코 열려서 안 되는 문 하나와 실체 없는 환상 속의 높다른 벽이었다.
The Visionaire cipher. A multi-layered application of the Caesar cipher. In this scenario, using Kazeski's test to reverse engineer the key from known ciphertext is the most suitable approach. Usually, the key isn't particularly long. It was most likely repeated to generate this ciphertext. Simply find the repeating character sequences and use the distance between them to infer the key's length. It must be a multiple. Where did I put that German letter frequency table? First, calculate the index of coincidence. Then, try each possible key combination in order. Laplace's computers must operate at remarkably high speeds. All that remains, then, is to pick out the plaintext with the most meaning. Done. And to think this is the answer generated from my observation. Done. I'd expected it to be something far more mundane, like squash or answer. Zukunft. This is... These intense arcane fluctuations. I've seen them before. Verdammt. First, I need to... I must have seen something like this before. I'm... Yes. It was when they tried to read that incantation aloud. High concentrations of asymmetrical nuclide R were detected in certain locations. Upon inspection, these concentrations were not correlated with any external factors. These locations did not follow any particular distribution pattern, nor did they overlap with the results of our geological surveys.
검사 결과 해당 농도는 어떤 외부 요인과도 상관관계가 없는 것으로 밝혀졌다. 이러한 지역에는 특정한 분포 규칙이 없으며 지질 탐사 결과에도 그와 같은 공존됨이 발견되지 않는다.
Based on our current research, the arcane fluctuations at these locations are similar to those of an activated Hoffman knot, both sharing the same tremor frequency.
현재 연구에 따르면 이 구역의 마도학적 파동은 활성화된 호프만 매듭의 파동과 흡사하며 동일한 진동 주파수를 공유. 현재 연구에 따르면 존나 머리 안 들어가네.
Some posit this as a blessing of sorts, resulting from the worship of a supreme existence. For example, the school of Aperons believe in the Boundless One, spared them from the effects of the storm. And Miss Amundsen's self-described worship of the Mother Spirit is most likely connected to the mutation she underwent. All of these locations had records of relatively extended periods of deity worship.
Supreme existence? Deity?
If there were a unifying theory to describe the entire universe, even these so-called gods would be scientifically explained. What a helpful little assistant you are.
The news you brought back was very interesting, Simone.
Madame Z has always maintained a cooperative attitude toward Laplace. It should have come as no surprise to you.
I did not expect Laplace would receive such unique research materials.
라플라스 이렇게 특별한 연구 소식은
The details contained in the core of that toy box have created a new basis for greater exploration and research into the storm. Perfecting the immunity ritual has become a more likely possibility. The report also mentions that researchers Adler and Medicine Pocket collaborated to develop an antidote for Picrasma extract. I did not use the wrong names, correct?
Correct. Your data loss has alleviated considerably. Although a significant portion of data still remains irrecoverable with our current abilities, it's only a matter of time until we find a solution, Madame Lucy.
Good. Then, I will apply for some even more complex research tasks when the time comes.
Good.
I have finished composing a response to researcher Adler's letter. First, the antidote is undoubtedly an invention with immense practical value, allowing Picrasma extract to be used to greater effect. However, their testing methods went against regulations. They have violated Articles 51 and 106 of the Laplace Laboratory Code of Conduct. While I congratulate researcher Adler on his official appointment as director, I must also warn him that he will appear on this month's public notice board for these violations.
In other words, everyone will see his appointment and his breach of regulations announced side by side. Based on my estimates, this has a 92% chance of occurring, approaching certainty.
There is something else I do not understand. Does Laplace currently have a large surplus of paper? All this information could have been relayed via communication device.
It's generally considered that letters are a more formal form of notice. Any other thoughts on his appointment? Would you like me to monitor researcher Adler's performance during his first 3 months as director?
There is no need to scrutinize this specific matter, Simone. I am still functioning. Thus, there are still people who seek answers to the world's unsolved mysteries, and those who work to uncover its unknown principles. We continue to walk the path of progress.
Boom.
This is a very thorough report, and knowing where you stand, it's safe to say Laplace won't be facing many more problems for the time being.
Our research will continue until we uncover the truths behind the toy box. After we establish the Toy Box Research Group, I'll be sure to submit more detailed reports of our results. What you have there is far from our final conclusion on the subject. Or on our collaboration with the Foundation.
Anyone who gives the final answer without careful consideration is either a gambler or a cheat. I'm glad to see your prudence and rationality as a researcher remain as dependable as ever. Of course, I'm even happier you finally decided to be more than just a researcher.
I'm sorry, but even now I still don't fully understand your decision. I also have one more condition.
Go ahead.
Before my appointment is officially announced, I want to meet with the Timekeeper. The Foundation's stance is not fully representative of the Timekeepers, is it?
Under the framework of a new bill, the Timekeeper and her team do enjoy a greater degree of autonomy. Regardless, this isn't a difficult request to fulfill. Laplace's research findings have made many major contributions to the Timekeeper's operations. Rebuilding trust during this period of turmoil is essential.
You've become quite proficient at all this. And I'm just finally starting to get used to it.
Maintaining Laplace's independence, meeting with the Timekeeper. Is there anything else?
Before the Foundation requests the details of any of Laplace's research, they must inform me what it will be used for. Can you accept this?
The Foundation has never deliberately concealed anything from Laplace. We've always guaranteed your right to know.
Yes, but the reasons they provide could easily be half-truths, or arrive late. I don't mean to make your life difficult, but you know better than I the reality of how the Foundation operates. Judging by your reaction, you can't make that promise. I expected as much. I have no other requests.
Very good. You'll be notified of the official appointment within the week, after which it will be announced to every department. Hopefully, we won't run into any trouble. You have a lot of paperwork ahead of you. Why not start with a tidy up? Some advice from someone with experience. Those paper stacks tend to shrink after a little organization.
Resorting to psychological suggestion?
If it gets the job done. All in all, congratulations to you, Adler, and to Laplace. You've secured a positive future for this place.
Marguerite.
어둠 속에서
I've seen your research. Not half bad.
Thank you, Mr. Adler. And congratulations. Go on in, Mr. Adler. Everyone's waiting.
Happy birthday!
What the hell are you all doing?
It's a celebration, Mr. Enigma, for your birthday. And for your appointment as director, of course.
Today isn't my birthday.
Oh, that doesn't matter. You can celebrate it early. The most important thing is today is a day worth celebrating.
There's cake. Is that Dairy Cream? Or something plant-based?
Wait.
Our readings have shown higher concentrations of cortisol and adrenaline in the air. We've all been under pressure lately, you most of all, Adler. Your index is higher than anyone else's. A celebration like this gives everyone a chance to relax, which in turn will make them all the more productive with the upcoming workload.
Well, this is a birthday party, isn't it? Make a wish, Enigma. What's that? You want me to make one on your behalf? Well, if you say so. I wish, more than anything in the world, for my approval form to pass today. I need to sample the outer material of the toy box.
Denied. Your Plasma consumption research already jumped the queue. And we need to maintain the structural integrity of the toy box. Hey, step away from the box. No. Listen up! As you all know, I will be serving as Laplace's director.
Sans blague, you don't say.
We were hardly surprised by the decision. You'd already been doing the work for quite some time. All this goes to prove that, even though you needed some time to adjust, Madame Lucy's judgment was correct.
I suppose I've well and truly picked up some useless habits.
And? Anything else you want to say, Director?
Science.
In short, I will do my best. Until we find someone better suited for the job.
D'accord. The end. 스토리 좀 별로야. 알맹이가 없었음. 맥커피 너무 큼.
Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm geholt werden. Wohin gehen sie, wenn sie sterben? Eine Frage, die noch immer unbeantwortet bleibt. Ich glaube nicht an die Existenz von Göttern, noch an irgendeinen Himmel oder eine Hölle. Ich wünschte, du könntest mir deine Antwort geben, Greta. Ich wünschte, ich könnte dich selbst fragen. Bang.
The age of humans has come to an end. But you can continue living. In our new age.
Oh, Jesus. 오케이.
peek inside, sensing their thoughts.
My sight shall unveil the hidden.
Though it may come with pain.
Have I startled you? A worthy victory.
There are many routes to travel, but only one destination. Sensing their thoughts, taking a peek inside.
My sight shall
That was certainly a choice.
Though it may come with pain.
a short hit. A worthy victory.
There are many routes to travel, but only one destination. Taking a peek inside, sensing their thoughts.
Target locked down. My sight shall unveil the hidden.
Though it may come with pain.
Rotten luck! I have seen to the heart of you. A short hit. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. Never ending. Now is the time of repentance.
Yeah! Vampires. There are many routes to travel, but only one destination. Taking a peek, sensing
My sight shall unveil the hidden. Target locked down.
Don't be fooled. Though it may come with pain.
I have seen to the heart of you. Now is the time for repentance. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A short hit.
Battles have little meaning. Safe.
This is now. Now is the time for repentance.
스토리 끝!
A short hit.
컷!
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Can I give everyone a ride on my back? There are many routes to travel, but only one destination.
Never ending.
Though it may come with pain.
By God's grace, the enemies of peace shall be stamped out. Now is the time for repentance. A short hit.
Can I give everyone a ride on my back?
잠시만. 부족하다고. 일단 사고. 일단 사고. 일단 다 뽑고. 저것도 뽑긴 뽑아야 되는데. recordings. 완전기 납법 이것도 봐야 되고 포커스 플래시백도 이것도 봐야 돼. 아우 갈기 게시판은 치긴 쳐야죠. 근데 이거 완전기 납법이랑 이거나 좀 알아보도록 하지. 저거는 나중에 또 돌리면 되니까. 아이디어 결실에 기반한 연구 일에 이거 열면 되는 거 아니야? 아니 못 싸잖아. 그냥 확인을 채용을 눌렀어야 되는데. 스읍 이거 2개 놓고 모아야지 뭐. 어떡했어. 아 잠깐만. 아 이미 샀네. 아이씨. 오 이런. 우주의 스텝. 어려운 하나지. 기반으로 지성 규칙만 넣어도 되는 거 아니야? 지성이랑 혼돈 혼돈 재료 같이 100%. 아 잠깐만. 아 이게 중요하잖아. 아이씨 잘못 샀네. 이거 샀어야 되는데. 뭐 어쩔 수 없죠. 다 넣었지 뭐. 아무런 변수가 없었어. 먹으면 우울해지는 캡슐. 저는 수상하지 않은 카카오. 혹시 몰라 영상을 응고대로 먹으면 매우 행복해지는 캡슐. 아주 좋았죠. 평점 올랐죠. 뭐 빨리 파생물 기반 연구, 혼도와 규칙 이거 넣어보고. 이 사람 사야 되고 이 사람 사야 되고. 아니 아씨 이거 보고 넣어야 되는데 아씨 병신이라니까 그냥 항상 생각을 안 하고 이 사람들은 대체 아니야 이 사람이 아니라 이거 열어야 되잖아 바보야. 아 표현력이잖아. 아씨 그냥 걔 잘못된 선택했는데 어떡하지. 이거 놓고 동시에 보험했을 때 막 하고 제대로 하고 돈 혼돈 맵이 재료 가치가 6,000이잖아. 6,000에 7,000이니까 저걸 중적으로 하고 연구에 참여 시 20% 이거 하고 모든 속성 연근 이론 혼돈의 재료 가치 8%랑 10초마다 이거 넣는 거 맞는 거 같은데 이렇게 가서 가고 혼돈을 빼면은 되지 않을까. 이렇게 해서 혼돈을 빼면은 바뀔 수 있음. 얘를 해제를 하면 되는 거야. 그냥 너 천재냐? 오케이. 혼돈 빼서 먹은 거구나. 이거 누르고 또 혼돈 혼돈 뭐 못 먹잖아. 지성이 다 있어야 되는 거거든. 레시피의 혼돈 규칙과 지성. 이거를 연결해야 되잖아. 그럼 이거 위주로 봐야 되잖아. 24, 25, 27. 마이너스 20%니까 얘를 빼고 얘를 넣어. 어쩔 수가 없네. 그리고 네. 0.2 이상 하면 되는 거잖아. 돈 넣고 안에 다 넣는 게 맞아. 화생물. 오늘은 여기까지 하고 다음에 오든 다음에 마다 게인스랑 이그니머 게인스랑 뭐 이것저것 컨텐츠 하러 올 것 같으니까 내일 오도록 하죠.